Sri Lanka is one of the most unique countries in the world, and its people. Even at the current stage, the country is economically declared bankrupt. But the richness of the people, and particularly the younger people who have launched the fourth youth uprising, demonstrate how rich is that uprising is. Sri Lanka has faced 4 youth uprisings. This is the fourth. The first one was launched violently in 1971. Nearly 30,000 youth got killed. Second was 89 to 90. Nearly 100,000 youth got killed. The Southern Youth Uprising. The third was the Northern Youth Uprising. And both sides, nearly 200 to 300 young people, both sides, southern side, northern side, got killed. Now the uniqueness of this fourth youth uprising is, it is led by the generation that is born after 90s. It is very innovative, very peaceful, and very resilient. And they are able to gather the rest of the country under one banner, Sri Lanka. Not through an ethnic banner or a religious banner, but the Sri Lanka banner. The senior citizens, the women, the artists, the professionals, the lawyers, the bankers, professionals in medicine, all segments have now rallied across the country, vertically, horizontally. These young people has able to bring the current rulers to their feet, and they are initiating various changes. And what they demand is a systemic change, not just a change of the heads. Minute by minute, hour by hour, the day by day, week by week, the power is slipping out of these people, and they are still trying to hold on. But I can tell you, the days are numbered very clearly. Whilst this continues, the month of April ended, and today is the 1st of May 2022. The workers' struggle is demonstrated globally on this day. But what the youth of this country has showcased to the world, the richness of what they demand from the people who are accountable to them. This is global showcase, to showcase to many others. Whilst this is going on, the country is going through so many difficulties in every frontier, socially, economically, and every aspect. And I have been contending for this for the last 9 years, particularly the creation of a social entrepreneurship ecosystem and an impact investing landscape to enrich more people in more places more often. And I have pioneered many initiatives towards that. And one of the things which I want to encourage today, let's work on Build Sri Lanka. Whilst the young people are doing all these things, let them continue until these corrupt leaders surrender and the systemic changes evolve. But we who are businessmen, the professionals, the various leaders, let's work on an agenda to build Sri Lanka. And one of the areas which I feel is in the area of entrepreneurship. Sri Lanka is very rich in resources. Now, let me identify one particular segment. Now, as a result of the dollar crisis, the international markets, reaching international market for medicine is a struggle. All the Western drugs have gone up by 40%. But Sri Lanka has been rich in very native medical solutions, Ayurvedic, alternative medicines. So what I encourage, let's go back to our roots. There have been very, I would say, until recently, most of the Ayurvedic people also became very money-minded, commercially minded, and they mix with the Western things to the Ayurvedic and introduce wrong things. But there are genuine Vedahamines, Vedamahatyas, and there are Ayurvedic medicine what are available to us. And let's see how we could bring this local Ayurvedic system back on track. Firstly, to prevent any sickness, so that we have enough resources in this country in the plants and the fruits that can really give us good health, maintain our health at a very early stage of our life. And even our middle age and even older, there are enough fruits and vegetables and plants, herbs available for our well-being. And if there are entrepreneurs that are willing to come on board, genuinely, not with only a commercial purpose, but with an entrepreneurial mindset, not to give grants and donations to the people freely, but with a responsible revenue generation, let's try to see how we could promote the native treatments, the Ayurvedic drugs, Ayurvedic plants-based solutions, so that we don't have to import some of those drugs. And for instance, diabetic, the Karavila, and even for Gotukola, which is very important for the memory. There are plenty of plants, so what we need is innovative minds to bring some local-based medical solutions, so that we will be not burdening anybody to import drugs. And mind you, these alternative medicines does not have any side effects like the Western medicine. So we need entrepreneurs to partner with the Ayurvedic mechanism and the structure, so that not exponential profit generation, with the responsible profit generation, so that we can develop Ayurvedic entrepreneurial mechanism from north to south, east to west, and thereby our dependence on the Western medicine be reduced. I'm not telling to stop that, but during this period, if we can, not only we can really take care of our people, youth, the women, young adults, senior citizens, using our local medical solutions and alternative medicines. And I'm requesting genuine Vedamahatyas, Vedahamines, and Ayurvedic physicians to rise up, be an entrepreneur, be a leader in treating Sri Lanka and transforming the well-being of the people of the country. And you will enrich so much of enrichment by doing so. We don't need to go and depend on the Western medicine. If you can be innovative. Gotukola and Karaveli is one. Penal, Kottamalli, all that is available for our people. But solutions have not been coming, and if you are willing to do that, we are willing to support. If you are willing to be an entrepreneur in this area, we are willing to support investing in some other solutions. So I want to really make sure that we continue build Sri Lanka, pioneer initiative firstly in this area to bring the well-being to the people of Sri Lanka, the children of Sri Lanka, the youth of Sri Lanka, the women of Sri Lanka, the adults of Sri Lanka, senior citizens of Sri Lanka using Sri Lankan professionally developed medical solutions instead of this Western base. While that has its own merits, if we can do that, we can be more healthy in building our nation. Thank you.